Boom! everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. We are live with you here for the final trading hour of the day, the final trading hour of the week. What a day it's been. I told you so. You guys have been following my live streams for the last couple of days. I've been telling you, I gave you a buyer beware warning. I told you the market was due for a pullback, and here we go. Big move to the downside here today, guys, on the overall markets. SPY just cracked new lows. We're down 1.5% on the SPY. We're down over 2% on the Qs. AMD, NVIDIA, Tesla, Apple, Amazon, you name it. Everything across the board getting sold today, folks. I told you that this was going to happen, and yet now here we are right in front of your face. Is this the beginning of another stock market crash, or is it just a pullback? Nonetheless, I told you guys this was going to happen. This should not be a surprise. You should be positioned for this move to the downside with that resistance up there at the 200-day moving average. I am also long GCT from $43.63. I took profit at 48. I took more profit at 54. I'm still long a piece of that position. So fully want to just get that out there before we get into this live so you guys know the open positioning that I am in. We are long GCT. My next take profit will be over 60. My final take profit, if the stock pulls back, will be around 48. Okay, so everyone that's following along with that trade, my THD fam, I know you guys are, but if you guys are just joining the stream, I want to make sure you understand the positioning that I am currently in. Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream, folks. My name is Michael Edward, a former award-winning hedge fund trader, and now the current head trader at True Trading Group. I've been trading and investing now for over 15 years. Began my career working at a hedge fund in New York City. It was my first job right out of college. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession and the stock market crash, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, I'm the head trader and co-founder of True Trading Group, the fastest growing, highest rated online educational platform and community, okay, that is available to the retail trader today. Here's a little pullback on GCT, and I'm actually just going to exit. We might halt there. No, they kept it open. They did not halt it. No, we might halt it now on GCT. No, kept it open again. Just trading GCT here, guys. Might be exiting my last final piece of my position here. Yep, I'm out of it right there. All right, guys, so there it's final take profit on GCT. Long from 43.63. Got profits off at 48 and then also at 55. And that is the final take profit off on the GCT trade. So to recap, I'll bring this thing back just for everyone that is just kind of tuning in here on the live. We'll go all the way back to the original entry right there was your original entry on GCT. And now we are out 48, 55, and then 49 and change out for the final take profit on GCT. So now no more open positions there on GCT. We're now completely flat on that position, and that was a thing of beauty. That's where I made my money today, guys, on this GCT. That was a big winner. Okay, in at 43.63 and got bulk position out at 55, up to 54.30 actually on that fill. That final take profit there at 49 and change. All right, so we are completely flat now on GCT. Congrats to the THD fam that fought along on that one, and that was a solid winner on the day as the market just printed and first made some fresh new session lows. All right. So guys, going back to just True Trading Group and everything with our platform. Like I said, for those of you that are new to the live stream, we do this 6 days a week. So you make sure you want to subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn on your notifications. Make sure you guys never miss out on any of the live streams that we're going to be hosting here, because we always give away golden nuggets, free lessons, and free education. Also real-time trade analysis for you all. And we combine a professional level of education, which is similar to the stuff that I learned working at the fund in New York. And we combine that with some of today's top financial tools that are worth over $5,000, like, Benzinga, Trade Ideas, Trading View, Quote Media. All of those tools, we have them on our platform, included free with your membership when you guys do join the TTG family. Okay. So welcome to the live stream. Let's talk about what's going on here in the overall markets, right? Because nobody understands, Nobody understands, whoa, what happened? The markets have been rallying. Why this big red day, right? Why this big red day in the overall markets? Well, I told you guys that this was coming, right? I told you guys about this, okay? If you've been watching my live streams for the last couple of days, I actually gave you a buyer beware, a warning for everybody that was worried. Did I miss the bottom? And, am I going to chase the markets higher? I told you to sit back, relax. I think we get a nice pullback in the month of September. It is a seasonally weak month. For those that don't know, September and October are historically the worst months in the stock market. When you go back to the inception of the markets, September and October have historically been the worst months of the year. I always say, watch my live streams, right? I always say that to you. Well, I have a quick clip that I want to actually play for you from a previous live stream just from the other day, where I tell you very specifically about a buyer beware that I think the markets are going to pull back. I tell you to subscribe to the channel. I tell you to make sure you turn on your notifications so you never miss out on these. It's about damn time. If you have not listened to me this year, if you have not listened to me these last couple of days, it is about damn time that you started paying attention. Let's go ahead real quick, guys. I want to play this clip for you. It's a couple minutes long. This is from a live stream from just the other day when we started talking about the pullback that we're expecting in the overall market. Let's go ahead right now and let's play that clip. In September, on top of that, September and October are historically the weakest months of the entire year. Now, if you were to take literally since the inception of the S&P, every single January, every single February, every March, etc., you add them all together, September and October are historically the worst months of the year. So you have seasonal weakness that is working against you. You've got the Fed that is going to increase the rate of their quantitative tightening. That's going to be happening in the month of September as well. And I believe you have a major resistance level up here in the low 430s. That is this line. I'll draw it right across my screen for you. This level that you see right here, just draw a line across 430, right? You can very clearly see this used to be a previous level of resistance in the end of April, beginning of May. And now you also have the 200-day moving average, which is the yellow line on my screen. And that is adding to the level of resistance that we have right here at the 200-day. The last time we tested this yellow line, which is the 200-day moving average, is right back there in April. And you can see in April, it was stuffed as a strong level of resistance. And then the market crash ensued here to start off 2022. And now here's your massive rally. Now, again, it's important to note that we've never had since 1950 a situation where we recovered more than 50% of a bear market and then went on to make brand new fresh cycle lows. I do not believe that we are going to make brand new fresh cycle lows in 2022. I don't believe that we are going to. The only way that I believe that we actually make new lows this year is if inflation moves back up. Right now, the markets are celebrating the fact that inflation has come down. Right now, it's that inflation has come down. If inflation goes back up and you start to, let's say inflation goes back up to 9, like it was in June, then you have the possibility of the markets cracking those lows. But I don't believe that's going to happen. With the SPY, with where we are right now, I think that inflation will come down, but I don't think it's going to necessarily come down as fast as people like. I do think we've seen peak inflation. I told you in July that when the 9.1 number came out for June, I told you I believe that's the peak. That's the highest. I think that's it. You're not going to see a 9 handle again. And we were right about that. So far in July, the number was 8.5. So it's actually gone down. Now in August, I think that number is going to be like 8.1. And then in September, maybe 7.6. As long as it continues to come down, I think that we're going to be okay, which is what I think is going to happen. And I think that situation, the situation here in September, the resistance level that's up here at the 200-day moving average, the quantitative tightening that's about to speed up, I think is going to give you a pullback that is going to take you back to around this 400 level, 395, 400. I think it takes you back to the 50-day moving average, which is this blue line you see on my screen. And it also takes you back to this previous level. That was a very, very important level. 390 on the SPY was a huge level, right? You can see it used to be resistance. We broke above it. then it became support. You know what else this would set up for us would be an inverse head and shoulders. You would have an inverse head and shoulders pattern form here on the SPY, and I'll draw it out for you. Let me erase some of this other stuff to clean up the chart a little bit. Here would be your left shoulder. Here would be your head. And then if you get that pullback to here, that becomes your right shoulder. And then this is your neckline. And you could get in September and October a pullback into this level that's not going to feel nice. All the bears are going to tell you, that's it, rug pull. See, we were right, rug pull. Now comes the crash, 80% downside. Let's go. It's not going to happen. You're not going to get an 80% drop in the S&P. It's never happened. Look at the worst stock market crashes of our lifetimes. Dot-com bubble, 2008. In both scenarios, the S&P went down about, give or take a couple points, 55%. 55% in 2008. The worst crash that most of you have ever lived through. The dot-com bubble, about 56%, right around that range. So the way that I look at it, when we're talking about the S&P is never going to go down 80%. Yeah, could it go down 30, 40, 50? Yes, yes, yes. But I look at worst case scenario, I look at 55%. That's going to be my worst case scenario backdrop, because guess what? The dot-com bubble and 2008, those were worst case scenario situations. But even in 2008, and this takes me to another point, and this is why I'm telling you, if you have not yet added in your long-term portfolio, I think this will be your last chance this year to do so. Because every single time in market history that the S&P 500 has pulled back more than 20% in a single year, it has proven to be a buying opportunity. Not 80% of the time, not 90% of the time, 100% of the time. 100% of the time, it's been a buying opportunity. All right, guys, so there you go. That was from my live stream from the other day when I was telling you guys we've been pretty spot on with this entire analysis in the markets. You know, I told you guys that we were going to get this crash earlier this year. And then I told you we were going to bottom in the summer. And then now here we go. And we actually, stepped in. And obviously for those of my teaching members, you guys all know that we ended up actually adding in our long-term portfolios on June 17th. Go back. If you guys are new to the channel, go watch my live stream from June 17th. And the one thing about me is that I am very, very consistent with all of my messaging. And I got one more video clip that I want to play for you guys. Again, this is from a live stream from just the other day. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to play that clip. What I'm looking for from now is for the markets to pull themselves back one more time off of this level, just like I explained to you last night, back down into this region down here. Why? September and October are historically the weakest times of the year. They are the weakest months of the year. Now, if you go back to the inception of the S&P, literally, you add up every January, every February, every March, every April, etc. September and October are the worst performing months for the stock market. That seasonal weakness will be there, especially following this rally that we've seen. I think a lot of people are going to take a little bit of profit off the table, and I think you're going to get a pullback in the overall market in the months of September and or October that take you back down into this region. This region right here is where I'm going to look for the markets to pull themselves back into in September and October. That'll take you right back into this key support level. And once you get back into this key support level, if inflation numbers are continuing to come down, like they've come down from June to July, if you get 40, 50, 60 basis point decreases in your CPI number for August and then again in September, if you see that, then that pullback that September and October are going to give you will be the last and final pullback opportunity before we experience a Santa Claus rally into the end of the year that nobody is positioned for. Hedge funds are not as invested as they're going to need to be. They are still in too much of a cash position. And I can assure you, if inflation continues to come down at a 40, 50 basis point clip month over month, if that is the case, hedge funds will have to chase long back into this market. And that can lead you with a rally into the end of the year that nobody is ready for. And you can go right up here and you can close the year right up there around this 440 area after experiencing one more pullback down into this region. And that's going to set up for you in so many ways. It sets up for you in inverse head and shoulders. There's your left shoulder. There's your head. This will create the right shoulder. And then here's your neckline. And that creates an inverse head and shoulders pattern. And that would create a Santa Claus rally, guys, because hedge fund managers cannot go into the end of the year and tell their investors, I missed the bottom. Can't do it. You can't have AMD, NVIDIA, Alphabet, Amazon, stock. It sets up for you in inverse head and shoulders. There's your left shoulder. There's your head. This will create the right shoulder.
You pause this real quick.
Neckline. Pause. Okay, so we're going to pause this real quick. I want you guys to take a screenshot of this. I want you to take a screenshot of this. I come on these live streams every single day, and I have for years now, and I give you very clear, very bold stock market predictions. I don't just come on here and tell you, hey, this is what happened today. I give you all of my analysis and what I think is going to happen going forward. Just like June 17th, I did a live stream. I told you I thought that I told you that I was adding to my long-term portfolio. In May and April on my live streams, I told you I think the market's bottomed this year during the summer. I told you guys on January 2nd, go back and watch the live stream on January 2nd. I told you that energy was my number one sector pick for the entire year. And I gave you a list of stocks that I was going to be adding to on January 3rd to go overweight the energy sector for this year. I told you at the end of last year in September, October, go back and watch my live streams. I told you that I was selling in my long-term portfolio, expecting a big sell-off this year. Go back and watch my live streams from March and April of 2020. I told you that I was going all in, buying that COVID crash. I come out and I make these stock market predictions for you guys on these live streams. And so far, dating all the way back to the 2020 crash, so far our predictions have been absolutely spot on. Okay. And I've been coming on here and I told you guys that the markets had this chance to get up to this 430 level. Nobody thought that we were going to get to 430. Go back and watch my live streams from 2 weeks ago. I told you guys that with those CPI inflation numbers, if they come in under the expectation, the markets are going to go to that 200-day moving average and go to 430. We went right to 430. And then the last couple of days, I just played these video clips for you. These are from the last 2 or 3 days where I told you, and you can see the message is very consistent. I don't flip-flop based on if the markets are green or if the markets are red. Well, oh, we're green today, so now I think we're going higher. No, my messaging remains very, very clear and very consistent because I stand by what I say. I'm telling you guys here now that I think you're going to get a pullback here in the month of September that can take the SPY back into that 400 level, maybe 390. And if inflation continues to drop at 40, 50, 60 basis point clips, like you did so far in July, you went from 9.1 to 8.5, that 60 basis point drop. As long as you keep dropping 40 to 50 basis points, let's say August numbers are 8.0, and let's say September numbers are 7.5, making up numbers, right? If that is what you see, then I think that pullback you get in September and October is very, very buyable. And I think that pullback actually ends up being your last opportunity to buy this year before the markets experience a Santa Claus rally going into the end of the year. Now that Santa Claus rally is going to happen, is going to catch a lot of people off guard. If it's only going to happen if inflation continues to come down. If inflation doesn't come down, then that pullback is really not necessarily viable. We keep trading to the downside if inflation doesn't come down in August and September. But I think it's going to. And hedge funds are not positioned to the long side, okay? And hedge funds are not positioned to the long side, okay? And that the same message that I said before, okay, I don't know, just play the clip. Honestly, just that creates an inverse head and shoulders pattern. And that would create a Santa Claus rally, guys, because hedge fund managers cannot go into the end of the year and tell their investors, I missed the bottom. Can't do it. You can't have AMD, NVIDIA, Alphabet, Amazon, stocks down 30, 40% and say, I did not capitalize. You can't have Tesla back at 600 and say, I did not capitalize on that sell-off. Hedge fund managers can't do it. They're going to have to window dress the crap out of their portfolios if inflation continues to come down. That's why I think you got one more pullback left, September, October. And if the inflation numbers come down for August and September, that pullback will be viable. So there you have it, guys. Okay, so there it is. So that's kind of what I'm saying. That's kind of what I'm thinking. If you do get inflation, that if it does continue to come down at 40, 50 basis point clips a month, that will give you a viable pullback because, like I said, hedge funds are just not, I told you, my messaging has been very consistent. Hedge funds are not positioned for that. Okay. Hedge funds have actually just gone the most net short S&P futures than they were in August of 2020. So hedge funds are the most net short S&P futures right now as they were in August of 2020. Now, before you get too excited about that, let's just go back to and look at a chart of August 2020. This is August 2020. And you can see that hedge funds turned out to be completely dead wrong about that. Okay, so just because hedge funds are the most net short as they've been since August 2020 does not necessarily mean that they're going to be right. You also don't know what the time horizon is on that trade. They could be net short, maybe just looking for a move back down into this region, which is what I'm looking for, a move back down into this region. And then if inflation continues to come down, if you get a September read of around 7.5, okay, then I think the markets finish the year like this. And then that is going to be how the markets will close out the year. And that's kind of something that I'm looking for. No one's going to be expecting that, right? Just like nobody was expecting this move to 430. When the market gets overly pessimistic, where you are the most pessimistic that we've been since the dot-com bubble and since 2008, you were the most pessimistic that we've been since those time periods right here in June. When the markets get overly one-sided like that, it never continues in that direction. I told you guys we were overly pessimistic. That's why I added to my long-term portfolio on June 17th. Now, I still have some cash on the sidelines. I'm not fully invested. So what I did this year, if you guys are new to the channel, and I notify everybody about this on my live streams and obviously members of True Trading Group. So I bought a little bit in my long-term portfolio here. I bought like 8 or 9 different stocks on this day. And then I bought like 18 different stocks on June 17th. And that was a much, much, much bigger chunk of my money went into the markets. This is coming after I sold out of my long-term portfolio here around this time last year. So around last year, I told you I was selling out of my long-term portfolio during the month of October. It was like really like mid-September into the end of October when I was selling out of my long-term portfolio. And that money is now going back to work into the markets. Now I still have a piece of capital left. My last and final entry was going to be right in this region if we got there during this decline. And we would have gotten here if earnings were bad during Q2 earnings, but Q2 earnings were actually better than people had expected. And then the market started to push higher. And then you got inflation data that came, jobs data that came in much better than expected. And then you got inflation data that came in much better than expected. And the markets continued to push back up to their highs right here at 430, this previous little pivot. Now you look for a pullback in the overall markets down towards this region in the month of September. And then, like I said, if I get inflation numbers that come down, then my last chunk of capital will go into the markets right here around this area right here. But again, this was my biggest piece and that was my biggest add. And I still do have some cash on the sidelines. I'm not 100% invested, but the bulk of my money went in there on June 17th. And again, go back and watch my live stream from June 17th. It's right here on this YouTube channel. You don't have to take my word for it. All right. And that's just kind of the consistency of the messaging that we have, guys, on these live streams. Like I said, I'm not necessarily, I'm not a Monday morning quarterback. I have no problem putting my neck out there and listen, I'll be wrong. I'll be wrong sometimes. And when I am, I'm the first person to tell you I'm wrong. And I'm also the first person to tell you I told you so when I'm right. You know, this is what we do inside a True Trading Group, right? We're educated, we're consistent, and the majority of members are making money and they're all becoming better traders. And I want you to just watch me real quick if you guys don't think that that's actually something that's possible for many of you. Members, I'm talking to members of True Trading Group right now. If you are a member of TTG, if you guys are making money and becoming better traders, I want you to type the $ in chat right now. Again, type the $ in chat right now if you are a member of True Trading Group. Okay, if you are a member of TTD and you're making money and you are becoming a better trader, I want you guys to type the $sign. Now, anyone that's not a member and you're just kind of catching this live here, I would just pay attention to how many people are going to type the $sign, because these are your peers, folks. These are members of True Trading Group that found us the exact same way you did, and that is one of these live streams. Yet now here they are typing the $sign, telling me that they're making money. If they can do it, so can you. They had all the same excuses: full-time job, small account, lost money before, no experience. Yet, look at the $signs. There's no difference between them and you. If they can do it, so can you. If they can do it, so can you. It's amazing what an actual education can do for you. I didn't figure this stuff out on my own, guys, right? I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I was trained by professionals at a fund on Wall Street. I didn't sit in my mother's basement for 3 years and figure out some back-tested mathematical equation or some special secret pattern that I unlocked the code to the stock market. Nonsense, BS, total garbage. Anybody that tells you that is just completely full of it. It's just I was taught the right way. You know, many of you may not know how to change the oil in a car, but if a mechanic with 16 years of experience shows you how to change your oil, I'm pretty sure most of you are going to be able to successfully change your oil. Okay, it's amazing what an actual education can do for you. That's why do you think so many people just type the $sign? Which that was an actually crazy amount of people. How many people just type that? Yes, way to go, Jordan. Jordan goes 3 green days in a row this week. Nice. Nice. Yo, the official Tommy B. Great job today, bro, on Meta. Tommy B, I saw you crush that Meta trade today. We talked about Meta. We talked about Meta resistance short at 172. And that thing was absolute beauty this morning. Right off the pre-market game plan. I saw you, Tommy. I saw you, dude. I saw you, man. Right off the 172. We talked about that pre-market. It was a beautiful entry there for the short. And where do you get that 172 level from? That's just yesterday's low. Very simple. Meta has been one of the weakest stocks in the market. When you look at all your mega cap tech names, Meta is the weakest of Apple, Alphabet, Microsoft, Amazon. Meta is by far the weakest. So when you have a big down day in the market, go after and attack the weakest stocks in the market. Don't try to attack the strongest stocks in the market. Attack the weak ones. And Meta with a quick push right into that resistance. And Tommy, I saw you, bro. Tommy jumped on this thing short right there at 172 and then just rode this thing into the ground today. Great job. And the rest of my TC fam that caught that Meta move on the back of the pre-market watch list and game plan. Every day in True Trading Group, we go over pre-market, a watch list, and a game plan. Okay? Every day, we tell you what stocks we're looking at and what the game plan is, how we plan on trading them, so that you guys can go and you can attack these trades as they start to unfold during the day. Even if a moderator doesn't trade a particular stock, at least you have a game plan. And you guys can use that education and use that game plan to go in and attack your own trades, even without a moderator's trade alert, right? So something important there. So great job on that, Tommy, and anybody else that caught that Meta trade. I see a lot of people are asking me about Bed Bath & Beyond. The stock is just toast. There's no other way to really describe it. The stock has been completely gutted. Ryan Cohen bailing on everybody, just completely bailing on people. This was a really unfortunate situation on filings, because you had a filing issued that showed that Ryan Cohen owned $60, $70, $80 strike call options, which made people think that he just recently bought them. But in reality, he bought those call options like back here. So he had actually owned those options for a very long time. And people chased into this trade on the back of that, caused this short squeeze. Then Ryan Cohen actually sold his shares, his entire stake in the company. He sold on these 2 days. You had the filing for the 144 that said he was requesting to sell his stake. And then you got the 13D filing after the close yesterday that says he no longer owned a stake in the company. And according to that filing, he did his selling on Tuesday and on Wednesday. Okay. So I'm sorry, Tuesday and Wednesday is when he did his selling. So these were the 2 days that Ryan Cohen did his selling. It's the same 2 days that all of your retail traders piled into this thing, and now all your retail traders are just left completely holding the bag. This is a very unfortunate situation, but if you guys understand risk management, which I teach inside a True Trading Group, you can avoid situations like this and not have to be staring a 70% loss in the face. Okay, you don't have to be staring a 70% loss in the face like I know a lot of, or a 50% loss in the face like I know a lot of retail traders right now are looking at, because they chased this stock up into the 20s. They never sold because everybody on Reddit said it was going to 100. It wasn't going to 100. And yet now all those people are licking their wounds, and it's unfortunate, and it's something that is avoidable. You know, it is avoidable if you guys understand proper risk management. This is going to be, you're going to have bag holders galore in the 20s, and this stock ain't going back to the 20s for a very long time. No, he's not the CEO of Bed Bath & Beyond. He was just a shareholder. He's a chair. He's the chair of GameStop, or he's on the board member of GameStop. He's the founder of Chewy. He is not the CEO of Bed Bath & Beyond. No, that is incorrect. He was just a stakeholder. Does GCT have after hours potential? Yeah, it does. For sure. For sure, this has after hours potential. This has after hours potential for something like this. GCT. This is where I made my money today, guys, on this GCT trade. This is the type of environment that we are in, though, right? Like, I've been telling you guys now that this is the greatest trading environment that I've ever seen. And I got to be honest, I was a little cautious today. Coming into the day regarding small caps specifically. I wasn't really worried about the overall market. We've been expecting this pullback, and it showed its face, really showed its face to us here today. But after the Bed Bath & Beyond debacle yesterday, and seeing how many retail traders got absolutely destroyed on that, I was a little cautious, wondering, well, maybe small caps might quiet down a little bit. Maybe small caps cool off. They've been red hot lately. So I was a little cautious, but nope. This is the trading environment that we are in. Absolute fire. And GCT stock is up 238% today. Are you kidding me? 238%. All right. The stock opened up at 25, went all the way to 60. From 25 to 60. Now I'm flat. Okay, I took my final profits off here. All right, I'm flat GCT at this moment, but you do have a possibility of getting an after-hour squeeze that could take you through 60 and then possibly run up into the 70s. I don't know if there's anyone that's on this live that is still long. I am now flat. Okay, I am flat. GCT, I do not own any shares anymore, but was a big winner for us today inside of True Trading Group. Let's take a quick check-in over. Yeah, I don't know what happened to PXMB. PXMB was supposed to be an IPO today. It only has like 1.5 million share float. You know, I thought they were supposed to go public today, and we never got it. Yeah, we never got it. It never opened up. So I'm not sure what happened there, but PXMB is a ticker symbol that I have on my watch list. You know, and especially with GCT. GCT just went public yesterday, right? This has like a 3.5 million share float, I believe. Yeah, it looks like the effective date for the IPO got pushed back a week. But now that we see this GCT go crazy, very similar. A lot of these IPOs have been going crazy lately. The low float IPOs, they run. So now we got GCT, huge runner today. So I think that, you know, I think it bodes well for PXMD. I would definitely put that ticker symbol on your watch list. I'm going to have it on my watch list for next week. All right. And when PXMD does go public, it will be extremely volatile. It'll be like GCT. It's going to move very quickly. It's going to halt a bunch of times. But I think that there could be a trade there for us on PXMD, just like there was on GCT. So, no, you're not going to get another HKD. Could GCT squeeze up into the hundreds? Yes. But do I think it's going to go all the way to 2,500? No, I do not. HKD was a 1 in a million type of trade. I don't think you're going to get another stock that's going to do a $10 to $2,500 move. I don't think you're going to see that. That's just nuts. That's not normal for stocks to do that. So I do not believe you're going to get, this GCT. I don't think the stock's going to go to 2,500, but can it go into the hundreds? Yes, it absolutely certainly can. Yes, it absolutely certainly can. Right. And then that PXMB, that's got potential as well. Only 1.5 million shares in the float. So it won't take much. Won't take much for that stock to get moving. Right. Yes. Ape Strong. I just bought the stock itself. I bought the stock at $43.63 was my fill. Yeah. There's no options on GCT. I just bought the stock itself at $43.63. The stock went to 60. Yeah, it's PXMD is not coming up on your trading view charts because it's not public yet. That's what I'm saying. It's not public yet. The company or the stock has not gone public yet. It was supposed to go public today, but the effective date on their IPO actually got pushed back to next week. So next week they'll be coming public next week. Coinbase with a huge flush out today, guys. 82. We broke this. I don't know if you guys were following my live streams, but we talked about this 82 support level. Bitcoin got destroyed today. Well, let's talk about why the markets pulled back today, right? Like, why did the markets pull back today? Because of rate hike fears, right? Rate hike fears. So people are coming back. You had Fed member Bullard said that he thinks that they should do 75 basis points at the September meeting. Right. So that was Fed member Bullard said, yeah, 75 basis points, I think is what we should do in September, which is making people start to, the excitement of the Fed pivoting, the Fed not raising rates as aggressively as people thought, which is why the markets rallied over the last month. Now that euphoria is starting to subside a bit and people are starting to come back to reality. I told you 2 days ago, we got way too euphoric. People got way too optimistic up there at 430 on the SPY. The Fed is not slowing down yet. The Fed has been very clear that 1 month is not enough, that they want to see multiple months of inflation come down. They also want to see inflation come down outside of commodity prices. And right now, the only reason inflation came down in July was because commodity prices came down drastically in June and July. Okay, every single commodity has gotten crushed except natural gas. Natural gas is really the only commodity that has not come down, right? Every single commodity has come down a lot in June and July, which led to a lower inflation number in the month of July. But the Fed wants to see other areas of inflation outside of commodities. They want to see them come down. Like they want to see shelter, real estate, rent. They want to see wages. That's the inflation that the Fed wants to see come down. And that has not happened yet. So the Fed is going to continue to raise rates until those areas of inflation come down. And that is why I think that you're going to get this pullback here in the month of September, while the Fed also increases the size of their quantitative tightening. What is quantitative tightening for those that don't know? That is when the Fed reduces the size of their balance sheet. Okay, so the Fed bought tons of mortgage-backed securities, bonds, and treasuries, and a bunch of stuff during the COVID crash to help shelter and shield the economy from the pandemic. But now it's time to get rid of it. Okay. And they're going to increase the amount of which they're selling in September. So I think all that together leads to a pullback in the overall markets. And that is what I think could take you down to that 395, 400 level on the SPY, right? That's kind of what I'm going to be looking at. But that's why the markets pulled back. Bullard's comments about, I think we should do 75, made people realize maybe we got too far ahead of ourselves. And then what happened today? Treasury yields went up, the 10 years back to 3%. The 10-year went all the way down to 2.7s, right? While the markets were rallying. Bond yields shot back up. What does that tell you? That shows you that investors are expecting, and they're preparing now for some higher rate hikes. And that's why bond yields went up. The dollar also went up, right? The dollar also up like 12% in the last week. So the dollar's rallying again, bond yields are rallying again. All of those things, when those two things happen, when the dollar goes up strong and when bond yields go up strong, that's not good for equities. And then you get the selling pressure across the board like you see today, and you see your SPY down about 1.5% because of it. So that's why the markets are down today, right? So I want to just kind of be clear about that. And that's also the reason why Bitcoin is down so much. Crypto's getting crushed today. Bitcoin's down like 8% today. That's sending all of your crypto stocks. Coinbase is down 11%. Mara's down 15%. Riot's down 12.5%. HUD 8's down 14%. These stocks are getting crushed. Block is down 7%. These stocks are getting crushed today as Bitcoin, again, broke uptrend, now trading back to the downside, back down under that, trying to get underneath that $21,000 level again for Bitcoin. So it's a risk-off environment today as people start looking at the more likelihood of higher rate hikes than what was celebrated here over the last couple of weeks where the stock market rallied. That's where that pullback is coming from. All right, does that make sense? Oh, really, Jimmy? I'm not. I actually have CNBC on my screen, but my volume is down. Obviously, I'm not going to. I can't hear what they're saying on CNBC because I'm not going to have my volume up. You guys won't be able to hear me if I have my volume up on my TV. But yeah, that's what's going on. That's why the markets are trading lower. That's why crypto is trading lower. That's why your crypto stocks are trading lower. You know, Coinbase has more room to the downside. You know, especially if we're going to be risk off here for the next couple of weeks. You know, Bitcoin can continue lower. And then I would expect Coinbase and all your crypto stocks, I would expect all of them to continue lower as well. You know, I would expect all of them to continue lower. I think there is some more downside there. I think Coinbase can get down to the low 60s. Honestly, I think Coinbase can get to like 65. You know, I'd say maybe mid 60s. Call it mid 60s. I think maybe we can get to on Coinbase. Well, the SPY, you know, there's just been no buying in the SPY at all today. You know, you had one little minor attempt there at 1 o'clock to try to reverse trend. It got stuffed, and now you've been under view up the whole day. So it's just a very clear downtrend today. It's a very clear risk off day. You start looking at where are some support levels. 421 is a level, and you're trying to hold. You're trying to hold that 421, but really, I like 419s, 420s. I like that level better for possible support, but you might be able to get tradable moves off of these levels, right? I'll just draw them out for you. You guys can see here as we go back. Let me go to a 5-minute chart just so it's easier on your eyes, right? You guys can see this previous resistance. Then it was support. So maybe you can get a tradable move off of that, but eventually I think all these levels break. Eventually in September, I think all these levels break. I think you go back. I think you fill this gap. So you guys remember this huge gap, right? On the 10th, remember that huge gap up, right? That was your huge gap up from the CPI number, right? So that was when you had a huge gap up day when CPI came in under the expectation. I believe that gap does get filled in the month of September. It may not happen next week, but I think at some point in the month of September that this gap does get filled. And that kind of coincides with everything that I've been saying to you guys for the last couple of days, right? So that's what I'm kind of thinking about there with the overall markets. Yeah, they're almost $9 trillion balance sheet needs to get wound down. Nearly $9 trillion balance sheet needs to get wound down, guys, and that's gonna really start to go into effect. They started already, but at a very slow pace. They've just been dribbling it out into the credit markets. But in September, they're going to start picking up the pace. They're going to start picking up the pace. There's a little bounce in the SPY. Back up there to test VWAP. So there's a little bounce. So something like I said, you might have, 421 is a support level. So you might get a little bounce off of 421 back to 422.60. I don't think it's going to be very long lived, but nonetheless, you're getting a decent move there. So we're going to keep this GCT on watch. GCT still looks very, very good here, still holding up very well. And like I said, after hours, as soon as the bell closes, as soon as the bell rings, you might see GCT do something that looks like this. Definitely feeling kind of froggy here. And we'll see if you can get a quick little move here up through highs for those of you that are still long GCT. All right, let's actually do the giveaway real quick while we have 8 minutes before the markets close. Let's just do the giveaway. So basically, guys, this is a $1,000 giveaway for members. Why do we do this? Because it's fun. I like to give back to our members. So this is a giveaway. It's $1,000. One TG member is going to win $1,000 here on this giveaway. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to spin this wheel, and the winner is going to take home $1,000 just for being a TTG fam member. So let's see what it is. Let's spin that wheel. Let's see who it's going to be, folks. Yep, exactly, Tavin. Why do I do it? Because I like you guys. I love my TTG fam. Roland Warrior. Congratulations, Roland Warrior. You have just won $1,000. $1,000. Congratulations, Roland Warrior. Congrats. Anybody have any questions about the overall markets or maybe about my GCT trade today? If you has any questions about anything, if you guys want to fire them out right now, I'll answer a couple questions real quick before the market does close. If there are any questions. Yes, what about Tesla not really following the SPY? I think Tesla is. I think Tesla's following the SPY. Tesla's very weak today, but it's been a stronger stock in the market. But Tesla's still down today, only 2%, but still down. I actually think that Tesla, if I'm wrong about that pullback, Tesla's a stock I would want to be long. Right? Tesla's a stronger stock. Tesla's a stronger stock in the market lately. And if the markets do continue to push higher, then Tesla is a stock I would want to be long. All right, guys, the code word for today, this is for members only. So we just did $1,000 giveaway. This code word is for a $5,000 giveaway that we do with members. The code word is finger pump. Code word is finger pump. You had to be in chat to understand the context of the word finger pump. But that is a code word. That is the code word for today, right? That's the code word for today. Mike, you said in the past days videos, hedge funds are cash rich. How do you know? Is there a report you trust saying this? Something else? Yeah, there's a lot of data that gets put out from through Bloomberg that gives you some of that information. And that's just really where I'm getting it. So Bloomberg is the one that puts out a lot of that information, as Bloomberg has access to also a lot of information that comes through the Bloomberg terminal and a lot of the prime brokerage desks. We'll do surveys across the prime broker desks that provide the services to the hedge funds and liquidity partners for them that will handle a lot of their trade executions. And that's where they get a lot of that data, a lot of that information from. So you can get a lot of that stuff through a Bloomberg terminal. Someone just asked, am I holding GCT? No, I am flat GCT now. Made a real nice chunk of change on GCT today. I do think this has potential to pop after hours into the 60s. I think you can see a candle that looks something like this right after the close. I'm not in it anymore. I'm not going to try to trade it after hours. A stock that volatile after hours is something that I need to focus 100% of my attention on. And I can't, I'm not going to try to talk to you guys while trying to trade a stock that can move $10 in one candle. That would require my full undivided attention. I'm happy with my day. We had a good week. I had a great day on Wednesday. I didn't do anything yesterday. The markets were very choppy yesterday, and then another great day today, thanks to GCT. So, on Wednesday, we hit BWV, we hit AMC, we hit Meta. So we had some really good stuff on Wednesday. Wednesday was a big day. And then today I hit GCT. So, I'm just very happy to the way that I'm finishing out the week here. So I'm not going to try to trade this thing going into the bell. Guys, listen, honestly, congrats to all of our members, our new members that signed up for a membership in the last 2.5 weeks. What a ride this month has been. What an advantage that we have inside True Trading Group. I mean, honestly, we're going to halt right before the bell. You're going to halt on GCT at 49.93 right before the bell. Oh, it just halted before the bell. This is going to stay halted going into the close. Okay. This is not going to open until after the market closes. Okay. You'll have a 5-minute halt here, but so obviously there's not 5 minutes left in the day. It'll stay halted. As soon as the bell rings, this stock will open back up for trade. Watch for 46 to be support if this thing is going to give you a squeeze to the upside. Right? So that's kind of what I'm talking about there. I mean, that's why I'm not going to try to trade this thing half-assed. Like if you're going to try to trade this thing will move, $10 in the blink of an eye. I'm not in anymore. I'm flat this trade. Bulk of my position came off at 55. The high of the day is 60. Right? I was in it from 43.63 to be exact. So this will open up there in a couple of minutes. Yeah, guys, what a month it's been, man. What a month from literally riding this thing to the upside, right? Then now talking about, catching the move to the downside. I mean, all the small caps that we caught. Like you look at some of the small caps that we caught recently, GCT, HKD, VRDN, APRN, VEEE, right? That BWV, Rev. Like there's been a lot of action in this market, man. A lot of action in this market. Get ready, guys, because September and October are going to be filled with volatility. I think September and October are going to be absolutely wild. I really do. This already is the greatest trading environment that I've ever seen. And I just think that you are going to see just volatility like you saw in June. I think that's what you're going to see here in September. So, typically summer months are actually pretty quiet. Not this year. This year, June, markets totally crashed. July, we bottomed. August, we ripped. Like, this is not usually what you get in July and August in typical summer months. And that's why I'm telling you, I think this is the greatest trading environment that I've ever seen. Not only did I get an opportunity to add to my long-term portfolio at severely discounted prices, but we're also getting tremendous volatility in both directions. Like it's a trader's dream. Okay, there's the bell. GCT's back open. 49s. Let's see if this thing actually gives you a squeeze. You got to hold, I'd say you got to hold VWAP, which is 45, right? You got to hold 45, but I think this has a chance to give you a squeeze through 60 after hours. And you look for a candle that maybe gives you something like this on G. Look, we're already back to 53. So you opened up there at 48. You're already back to 53. I'm not trading this thing right now, guys. All right. I'm not trading GCT. I'm completely flat, full disclosure. I already took my profits off the table. I'm not going to trade this after hours. But if it holds 45, you could see this thing in the next 30 minutes, 20 minutes. You could see this thing rip through 60. All right. You could see it rip through 60. So for those of you that are still trading it, good luck. Watch that 45 support. Okay. So 45 support, 60 highs. You get through 60. This thing probably rips to 68 minimum. All right. And the market's closed down there. Market's closed down there around 422. Coinbase closed down there at the dead lows of the day Look at Coinbase, 74. It's dead low of the day print to just crush out the day. Just a brutal day for crypto, a brutal day for Coinbase and the rest of your crypto stocks. I think there is more downside on the crypto stocks. Just play it off of crypto. If Bitcoin keeps going lower, then Coinbase keeps going lower. It really is literally that simple. Okay, it literally is that simple. Guys, I would watch GCT here. I'd say if GCT starts to get back to 56 or so, you may see that thing just go right through 60. All right. So there it is, folks. That wraps out the final trading hour of the day, the final trading hour of the week. It's in the books, and a damn good one it was. Big win on GCT. Congratulations, my TC fam that traded this one through with me. It was a crazy one here today. Get ready for Sunday, folks. Sunday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We're going to go live on the True Trading YouTube channel, literally right here at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Volatility increase has begun. I told you this was going to happen. It has begun. Do not try to trade through this environment on your own. Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We're going to go live right here. I'm going to tell you exactly what I think the markets do next week. I will tell you exactly what stocks I'm looking at, what my game plan is, how I plan on making money. We'll go over this GCT. We'll talk about that new IPO coming out next week that's got a small float that I think has a chance to be a pretty big runner. We'll talk about crypto. We'll talk about Coinbase. We'll talk about the futures on Sunday. We're going to go through all of it so you guys don't have to do it all on your own, right? So set your reminder. Subscribe to the channel now if you have not done so already. But this starts the pullback, folks. It has begun. It has begun. I think this will take you into September. Now, you still have some time. Next week is going to be a big week. You have your Jackson Hole meeting next week. The Jackson Hole meeting is the 25th, I believe. I believe it's the 25th. I'm telling you guys, this opportunity is not slowing down. The Jackson Hole conference is going to be something that the entire world, every stock market participant on planet Earth is going to be glued to that Jackson Hole conference, because that is where Jerome Powell is going to give you a speech. The whole world is going to listen to that speech to try to get some clues on how aggressive the Fed is still going to be regarding their interest rate hikes. So you better make sure that you are fully locked in when that happens. That's next week. So you're going to get some major catalysts that are going to move this market. And as soon as you're done with Jackson Hole will move this market. It will add volatility. After the Jackson Hole meeting, you're going to get, before you know it, all of a sudden, you're going to get more jobs and employment numbers. And then before you know it, you're going to blink and you're going to get CPI numbers for August. Okay? Get yourselves ready. This is just the beginning. This has already been one of the greatest trading environments I've ever seen in my life. But I truly believe that the best trades are still in front of us. Okay? I still believe the best trades are still in front of us. So get ready for Sunday. I got a very specific game plan that we will be covering at that time. All right? So there you have it, folks. All right, guys. Who's on this live stream right now that's not a member of True Trading Group? If you guys are not a member, do me a favor. Type the letters TTG if you're not a member of True Trading Group. Right? If you're not a member of True Trading Group, go ahead and type the letters TTG. Type the letters TTG. Gary Garcia. Welcome back, bro. Parker, what's up? Huntley, Newbass, Alois, Charles Wilkinson, what's up? Trial member. Damien, John Spolder, Andre Durand, Patrick Archie, Lama, Corey Britt, Scott. Yes, Bev. Bev goes, I used to be a trial member. Now I'm an official member. Bev, welcome to the family. Newest member of the TG fam. Bev is also STR, baby. We are also STR for Bev. Also joined STR. Awesome. Ryan Anderson, what's up? Ape Strong, welcome back. Glad to have you back on the live. The Camps, what's going on? Yo, John Bianchi. Noble is a trial. Money Trades, what's up? Rome. Gracie, you're the best. Gracie goes, guys, please join. They have so much to offer. FS Panu, Rhonda Griffin, The Trader, Dominique, Richard Smiley, Victor Valdez. Victor Valdez says, I will soon be a member. Victor, I look forward to it. I can't wait. Look forward to have you as part of the fam. John Benin, what's going on? Corey, I also joined yesterday after watching these for a long time and also joined STR. Yes. Way to go, Corey. Corey finally joined the TGD member, TGD fam, and is also STR. That's incredible. Nathan E, what's up? Lots of new faces. Lots of new faces. Awesome. I just found you 15 minutes ago, and so far I like the content. How do you become a member? Scott, welcome. You just found us. I love it. Welcome to the live. I'll tell you here, guys. I'll tell you all how to become a member here in just a moment. Yes, Honey Ma, I joined TTG and STR this week. Yes, all my sniper trading robots are coming in heavy here today on the live stream. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Guys, I love it. I really do. All right, Scott wants to know how to join, how to become a TGD member. Let me actually tell you guys kind of about this because we've actually been running a 43% off sale here for these last couple of days. We've been moving the price of our membership up. All right. We're moving the price of our membership up here in the last 2 weeks. We've moved the price up. We've moved the price of the membership up over the last couple of weeks already, like $250. Okay. So you guys want to make sure you take advantage of this because Sunday at midnight, the price of this membership is going to jump actually significantly. Okay. So this weekend is going to be the last weekend that you guys are going to be able to get this membership underneath $1,300. We're going to $1,350 Sunday at midnight, but you guys can grab the membership here today all weekend for just $1,247. That's a 43% discount. It brings the membership from $2,212, which is our normal price. It drops it down to just $1,247. And then Sunday at midnight, we're going to go to $1,350. So you have from now until Sunday at midnight to pay $1,247 for the entire year. There are no upsells for courses. There's no upsells for tools. You have access to every single thing that we have. So make sure you set your reminders for Sunday night's live stream. In just a moment, I will show you the actual platform, okay, that you get when you join True Trading Group. But I want to make sure you all understand the offer. Okay, so you just have to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121. The next 25 people to do so will get themselves a brand new free laptop. It's totally free. It's going to either be an Asus, Acer, HP, Dell, or Lenovo laptop. You just have to enter TTG121 coupon code, click apply code. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know that you're getting one. Okay. So Scott, you're actually in luck that you're asking about the membership today because it's $1,247 today. It will be $1,350 Sunday at midnight. So you guys can take advantage of that. Save yourself the extra $100. Did Devin ever join? Yes, Devin actually did join. Devin was in chat the last 2 days. Yes, Devin actually did join. Devin did join. So yeah, guys. We also, when you guys become a member to Trading Group, you're also going to get a double your money back guarantee. Okay. It's very simple. It's very straightforward. I'm so confident in our platform's ability to help you reach your goals that if you join True Trading Group and do not make your membership fee of the $1,247 back at least once during your membership, as long as you go through our courses, our quizzes, and attend one study group, if you do those three things, you have the whole year to do it. Like do it at your own pace, at your own time, right? I'm not telling you got to do this all in 30 days. You have the whole year to go through our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend the study group. If you do not make the $1,247 membership fee back at least one time during that membership, I will give you double your money. Okay. I will literally give you double your money back if you fail to make the $1,247 membership fee. That's $2,494 is what I'm going to give you back. Okay. So double, right? Now, the chances are you're not going to need that double your money back guarantee, guys, because we've only had to refund 2.5% of our members since 2016, but it's there to protect you. It's there to hold us accountable. Okay. Chances are you're not going to need it. We also have a retention rate of 78%. Okay. So 78% of our members have renewed their membership or have upgraded to even become lifetime members of the THD family. So you guys are we're also 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 1,690 reviews. So based on our refund rate, based on our retention rate, based on what members tell us, and based on the reviews that they leave, I can very confidently say that True Trading Group has worked for thousands of people. We have 10,000 members in the TG family from all over the world. I can very confidently say that this has worked for thousands of people. And if you're willing to put forth a little bit of effort, I'm very confident this can work for you as well. You got that double your money back guarantee. You get the 43% discount. The price is $12.47 here today. And then that $12.47 is good until Sunday at midnight. Then the price goes to $13.50. So the next 25 people to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, click apply code. You will get the 43% off. You get the free laptop, double your money back. If anybody has questions about the membership in general, or you're having a hard time signing up, send a text message to 786-505-4047. Again, that is 786-505-4047. If you guys have any questions about this membership. Also, if you are a trial member currently, or if you are a previous trial, or if you are a previous annual member, you can also send a text to that phone number. Do not go to teachtheoffer.com if you are a previous trial, or previous member, because that coupon code will not work for you. I give this coupon code out on the live streams. If you went to the website directly, you're not going to pay $12.47, right? Our normal price is $22.12. And since you've already had an account with us, we have to whitelist your email so that the coupon code can work for you. So again, if you're a previous trial, or previous member, or if you have questions about the membership, don't call. It's a text-only phone number. Send a text to 786-505-4047, and we'll get you guys taken care of, and we'll get you hooked up. How do you figure out if the member doesn't make the membership fee? Asks Mark Thompson. Mark Thompson, you have to actually submit to us a copy of your brokerage or trading account. Okay, that's how we will verify whether or not you've made the $12.47 back. So you actually have to send us your trading account, and we will see if you did not make back the $12.47 at least once. We'll give you the $2,494 back. You don't have to give us your login. You just have to give us like your statement, like give us your records. Okay, you don't give us your login. You just give us the records and the statements from your account, and that's how we verify that you never made back the $12.47. Okay. But again, you got to put in a little effort though, Mark. You got to go through our courses. You got to go through the quizzes, and you got to attend a study group. So you actually have to utilize the education that we are providing to you. And if you do, and you take it seriously, I'm confident enough that you'll reach your goals, that I have no problem giving you double your money back if it doesn't work. That's how it is. That's a deal when you join True Trading Group. I stand behind this platform. Okay. I stand behind this platform. HC says, my honest opinion from a former member, TTG is a great platform. I really recommend it to experienced and non-experienced traders. I will join back as soon as my business gives me more time to trade. Well, HC, come on back, man. I mean, the price of our membership is just going to go up from here. So I would just get yourself, locked back in. Most of our members have full-time jobs, HC, and very demanding jobs at that. And then they use that mobile app, adjust the trading style to more swing trading type of plays. And that's how they're able to benefit while still working full-time jobs. We have a lot of small business owners and a lot of people with jobs that are very, very demanding schedules, and they're still able to make it work because of that mobile app, right? And adjusting that trading style. Okay. So I would, but I appreciate the comment very much. Thank you for that. Right. Thank you for that. As a former member, I appreciate you. HC, remember though, if you want to come back for the $12.47 price, you have to send a text message to 786-505-4047, because if you were already used to be a member, we have to whitelist your email so that the coupon code works and you get the 43% off. Right. All right, guys, this GCT is getting froggy. We're still sitting up here at 54. It's going to be interesting to see if this thing is going to give you that squeeze. Let me actually show you guys the platform, right? So you guys can see for yourself everything that you're going to get access to as a member of True Trading Group, because again, it is an all-inclusive membership. You pay the $12.47. There's no upsells for more courses or more tools. You get access to everything that we have for that $12.47 for the entire year. And that includes our entire platform. And True Trading Group is a platform. I get asked all the time, what makes TTG different from other courses that are out there? And it's the fact that we're not just courses. You're not joining a Discord where I'm just going to bless you with my trade alerts. First of all, TTG is not just myself. There's 8 other professional traders that are calling out trades, providing market commentary, and answering questions during the day. It's not just myself. But we are a platform. Yes, our platform has courses, but you are also going to get access to today's top fintech tools and resources that successful traders use to make better decisions. These things would cost you over $5,000 a year if you paid for them directly yourself. Don't do that. We've spent years building relationships and working out deals with these companies so we can offer their products on our platform so you do not have to pay for them. Okay. Now let me show you the platform. Of course, you're going to get the chat room where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic talking to you from 7:30 a.m. Eastern all the way up until the close. We're not gone after 2 hours and you're left to fend for yourself. Okay. We're there with you for the entire day. Right. You're also going to get to use the mobile app. It's available on iPhone and Android. So if you can't be in front of your computer, you can still see the screen share, listen to the audio analysis, and get real-time push notifications directly from your mobile device, right? No delay. Whenever a moderator enters or exits a trade, you're going to get a notification on our mobile app, okay? You're also going to get 2 private study group sessions, right? The 2 private study group sessions are going to be your chance to talk to one of our pro traders and get your questions answered and go over topics you're unsure about so we can speed up your learning curve and make sure that you're on the right path, right? You're also now going to get access to the tools Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed. This newsfeed would cost you over $1,000 a year if you went to Benzinga directly on your own. Don't do that. We spend years building relationships with Benzinga so we can offer their products on our platform at no additional cost. So right there, you're saving yourself the money by joining the TeachD platform. You also get TradingView's premium charting software. That's about $600 a year. Why would you pay that? It is free with your membership when you join True Trading Group. So just right there, Benzinga's newsfeed, TradingView's charts, you're already up to $1,600, $1,800 for the year. That's far more than what you can join the TC platform here now and still get access to everything else that I'm showing you. You get the Trade Ideas scanner. This will make sure you're always focused on the hottest stocks during the day. This costs a few $100 a year. It streams live on our platform for free when you guys become full-time members. You can also use ETNA's simulator. ETNA simulator will let you trade stocks and options with fake money, but with real-time data, so you can practice implementing what you have learned in the courses. This simulator would cost you just under $1,000 if you went to ETNA directly. Why would you do that? Join the TC platform. You get to use it for free. You also get to use our own proprietary scanner that lets you create custom scans. And then you get also dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, stuff that used to only be available to professional traders. Right now, it's at the fingertips of TTG members. Can you only access the TradingView subscription through the dashboard platform? Yes. Yes, you can only access the TradingView platform through your member dashboard. Your member dashboard, when you log into True Trading Group, you have a member dashboard. All of your tools, all of your resources, everything you need is on your member dashboard in one place. Everything. All right. Michael, I've compared TTG to Trade Algo, and while I do not have working experience with either observing and trading, you guys have rules, whereas Trade Algo changes stops and doubles on losers. That sounds like a group that has no, very loose risk management and probably swings for the fences and probably runs the risk of blowing up accounts. I don't know anything about Trade Algo. I've never even heard of it. Don't even know what it is. So I really couldn't speak to it. But, doubling down on losers, that's a surefire way to blow up your account. On top of the dark pool data, you also get a trading journal that will track all of your trades and give you statistics on your trading, so you can figure out what you're doing wrong and what you need to fix. Right? You also get a social sentiment scanner. The social sentiment scanner will go through Reddit, StockTwits, and Twitter and tell you which ticker symbols are being mentioned most on those platforms, so you can stay ahead of the crowd. Unlimited analyst ratings on any stock that you're interested in. So if you guys want to know what stocks have a buy, sell, or hold rating, you'll be able to see that. I mean, how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating? You guys can see all of that, right? I need to join and test the guarantee that I don't want to exercise, says Patrick. Talk is cheap, Patrick. Let's go, brother. Patrick, I'm going to put up the 1247 with you, right? That's how it works. You join TTG, you're going to put up 1247. I'm going to put up 1247. If you make back your 1247, I'm going to take yours. If you don't, I'm going to give you back yours and you're going to take mine. That's the deal, right? That's the deal, Patrick. All right. You also get insider buying and selling data and short data on the platform. And then you get our watch list. I told you every day the mods publish a watch list with what we're watching and how we plan on trading it. Okay. So you guys will be able to see always where to focus your attention, right? Like official Tommy B crushing that meta short today off the watch list. Great job. Then you're going to get all the courses. Now the courses are a simplified version of what I learned working at the fund in New York, right? There are no upsells for more courses. There's no like VIP courses that cost more money. Okay. They're all included when you join for the 1247. There's beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it, we have it. It's all in text and video, whatever's easy for you guys to learn. Okay. Whatever's easy for you guys to learn. And then on top of the courses, there's a video library that has 300 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops that we do live, like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO, just to name a few. And then you can attend all these workshops live when you guys become full-time members. It's time you guys actually invested in yourself. You invested in a platform that actually can help you reach your goals, that can give you a real level of education, access to real tools that successful traders use. Value for your money. Now, I can't guarantee you're going to be successful just because you join True Trading Group, right? But what I can guarantee you is if you don't make the 1247 back at least once, I'll give you $2,494 back in return. And I can guarantee you that when you join TTG, you're joining a community of about 10,000 members that genuinely give a damn whether you succeed or fail. The ball's in your court. It's up to you. Chartier, TGD member for 2 weeks, trading for 2 years. I signed up for a year at first, slammed all the training in 1 week. Once I saw the value, I swiped up one of the last lifetime members. It's worth it. Awesome. Yes. Yes. I'm telling you, it's worth it, guys. Anyone that's, you ask any one of our members that's been a part of another community or another group, they'll all tell you that once they found TGG, they call TGG home. They call TGG home. Now, there's a reason why almost 40% of our members upgraded to lifetime membership, which we've since gotten rid of. We no longer have lifetime membership spots. We've completely sold out. We filled up. We're no more not offering lifetime membership anymore. But 40% of our members upgraded to become lifetime members. 78% of our members are renewing their membership at the end of their year. We've only had to refund 2.5% of our members. You have the double your money back guarantee. You have a free laptop for the next 25 people. You got a 43% discount until Sunday at midnight for the price jumps to $13.50. It's up to you. I'm telling you guys, I've been warning you about this market, and now here it is unfolding before your eyes. We've been spot on so far with everything that we've said here this year, and this still remains the greatest trading environment that I have ever seen. I joined this week, and it's been amazing how much I learned just in the first week. Yeah, ABP, you've been a YouTube viewer for a while, actually. I'm happy to hear that you did join, because I remember seeing ABP on the live streams quite a bit. I know you've been a viewer for quite a while. So glad to have you join the team, and I'm glad that you're already learning. I'm glad that you're already learning everything. How many people are still on the live stream that are not members? If you guys are not a member, type TTG again. I just want to see how many people are still here that are not members. Type TTG if you're still here and you're not a member of True Trading Group. No, it's our pleasure, man. It's our pleasure. Charles, I know Charles is going to be a member soon. Gary Garcia, Morali, Benz, Osas, Rhonda, EP, Extra Effort. I love your username already, Extra Effort. TGD is for you, if that's your username. I love it. Jens, Oman. Good. We have a lot of non-members still with us here. Guys, what are you waiting for? Honestly, just go to tgdoffer.com. Take advantage of this. The price is $12.47. It's going to be $13.50 on Sunday. You get a free laptop too. So really, when you factor in the value of the laptop, you're not even paying $12.47. It's for the whole year. And we do accept PayPal credit. You can pay PayPal credit or credit card, whatever. You guys just go to ttgoffer.com and enter the code TTG121. You'll get the 43% off. You get the free laptop. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know that you're getting one. And if you have questions, don't be shy. Right? Like if you're worried about something, you're concerned about something, you guys have questions, send a text message right now to 786-505-4047. Talk to us. Ask us whatever's on your mind, and we'll help you guys out. Right? Take advantage of this, guys, before the price goes up Sunday at midnight. And then set your reminders for Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We're going live right here on this YouTube channel, folks, where we are going to break down the entire week outlook and how I plan on making money next week. All right, so set your reminders. Also, last but not least, if you're still unsure about our membership, we do have a 7-day trial. It is a full 7 trading days. Weekends do not count, so you don't have to wait until Monday. You can join right here now today. The 7-day trial is only $3. It costs $3 just to make sure that you are, in fact, a real person. Go to ttgthree.com. That's TTG3 spelled out.com. You do not need, listen, with the trial, there's no recurring payment. There's no automatic renewal. It's a one-time payment of $3. That's it, right? Everyone has $3. So just go to ttgthree.com, join the trial, see if TTG is right for you. Now, my honest opinion, normally I would say, sure, do the trial. Right now is not the time to do the trial, because if you do the trial, you're going to spend about $1,400 to become a full-time member. And in this trading environment, I think you guys need to take advantage of the $12.47 price, because we're going to move it up to $13.50 on Sunday. But then trial members, the cheapest that you'll pay is $14.20, because once you become a trial, if you decide after the trial that you want to actually become a member, it's $14.20. So I would take advantage of the $12.47 price point while it's still this cheap, and then take advantage of that and get the free laptop as well, right? And then, of course, you have the double your money back guarantee. Even though I don't think you're going to need it, it's there for you, all right? So that's it, folks. Thanks for joining me this evening. I hope you guys had a great week this week. I hope you guys enjoyed all the lives. I hope you enjoy your weekend, but then I'll see you at 8:30, all right? Thanks for joining me tonight, folks. Remember, subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, turn on your notifications. Don't ever miss any of these lives. You're costing yourself big time if you're missing them, I'm telling you. I'll see you guys all Sunday evening. Have a great weekend, everybody. Later.